Hi, my name is Charles Appellis, and I am responsible for cleanroom sales for Macart in the United States. Macart is a renowned cleanroom manufacturer with over 40 years of experience in air handling technology and controlled environment manufacturing. The strength of our
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of PCN Marquee Matchup. Tonight's game features AC Milan versus Atlanta, two Super League powerhouses. I'm your host tonight, Saul Goodman Jr., and I'm joined by Scarata. How are you doing this evening?
How's it going?
It is going quite well, and I'm excited to see this matchup. You're actually a fairly new Atlanta member, are you not?
I am indeed. It's been a good group of guys. It's a very solid bunch, and it's great to be part of the team.
And now, with your brief time with Atlanta, what have you seen from them so far?
So the way Exile has Atlanta running, it's a very structured, defensively sound team, and that's the kind of players that Exile's brought in. Uh, it is a very organized defense, and it has two anchors at the back in Foot King and Maddie, and it's going to be up to AC Milan tonight to really break them down.
Yeah, I'm expecting a very good game. We know both of them are playing very well, and like you said, Atlanta is very structured, and they do like to press a lot. AC Milan has improved pretty much across the board, bringing in Dorsey, Fnatic, Austin. They've got a lot of big names. With that being said, let's take a look at the lineups tonight, and while we're doing that, let's get some predictions in the chat. First up, we have Atlanta, and they are running the 4-1 or the 4-3-3 holding. They have Khan in net, Exile at left back, Foot King and Matty Dot, the dynamic center back duo. And in right back, they have Casbon. CDM is Will. LCM is Schmurder Polo. RCM is Goatless. Left wing is A1 Buzzkill. Their main striker up front is Friolito, former Leverkusen, who's now taking a liking to this team with 4 goals and 2 assists already in 6 games. And right wing is Maquinho. Next up, we have AC Milan. And they're running the traditional 3-5-2. We have a little bit of a change from this lineup, but they do have Pure Vegetable in net. They have Beast at LCB. Old Mr. Peanut is playing center back, and RCB is Austin. The LDM tonight is actually I'm a Fanatic, not Lego Dog. RDM is Dorsey for Cow. Left mid is Bauer. Right mid is A1 Boss. Cam is A Vols. Striker is SF Batista. And the other striker is Do You Louie Bro. And let's see if we got any predictions in the chat yet. Not seeing anything yet. What are you thinking?
I'm seeing a very low scoring affair. I know that while both attacks have really maybe almost underperformed for some expectations, I think you see a very defensive effort tonight. One goal could make all the difference in the game.
Yeah, so you're thinking 1-0 then?
I'm saying 1-1.
1-1. Okay. So you're going for the draw. We got Omito saying 2-0 AC Milan. I'm going to go with a high-scoring affair, mainly because I just like seeing goals, but I'm thinking 3-2 Atlanta. I'm going to go with Atlanta. I know both teams are very good, and you can go either way with this one and not be questioned on that. So it'll be interesting to see how. I know Austin just moved there from Juventus earlier in the season, so it'd be interesting to see how that defense gels tonight.
And I think what you're going to see is it's going to be really up to the front three of the Atlanta attack to break down the Milan defense. I mean, they've kept 4 clean sheets in their last 5 games in all competitions, but at the same time, Atlanta's kept 3 consecutive clean sheets and 4 total. So, and their top scorer only having 4 goals should tell you that it's going to be important for Atlanta to get on the board, do it early, and then they can hold the lead and do what they do best, which is play defense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it'll be interesting. I always like watching these 4-3-3 matchups versus the 3-5-2. You also oftentimes see the wingers of that 4-3-3 staying up high, but if they're able to get that goal, then they can drop back just a little bit to help out the defense. Looks like they're connecting now. Let's see if we get a good connection and take you right on down to live action. AC Milan is in their red and blacks. Atlanta's in their whites. AC Milan's going to start with the ball.
God, I literally, oh my god.
And they're
gamer tags on and showing numbers.
They're displaying numbers right now, so not really sure who has the ball.
That's so fucking tough.
And he's got his.
It's a very calm possession effort from Atlanta here early on. It's what they enjoy doing. They enjoy keeping the ball. They enjoy controlling the tempo of the game.
Yeah, very easy to take the pressure off if you're able to do that. See if they work it down the middle for them. They got 2 options in there. Third one coming in. Not able to do it. AC Milan's able to get it up, at least for temporarily. Atlanta gets the ball right back with that high press. AC Milan, though, is able to capture on a pretty sloppy pass there. Trying to play a long ball, but the keeper is going to handle that easily. Let's see if we can get some gamer tags in here real quick. Okay. AC Milan. Here we go. I've got no sound, though. That's unfortunate. It's either gamer tags or sound, so let's see how this goes. All right. Offsides call. That's highly unlucky. AC Milan now with the ball. 8 Vols trying to work it down to Do You Louie Bro. sending it out wide. He's got some options in the middle, trying to get it in. Dorsey has the ball now, plays it back post, wide open, he's got some space, plays it into Batista. Is he off? No, he's not. He's going to have an opportunity here, plays it in the middle, shot on goal, Khan saves it, but then Louis, bro, with the nice rebound goal.
It's just a matter of being there on the spot to clean up the garbage in front of the net. I mean, AC Milan had 3, 4, 5 guys in front of the net ready to pounce on that. It's just the way this team is built. They're built to get the ball through. They're built to get the shot and to go and clean up those rebounds.
Well done by AC Milan. And I apologize to the streamers. We're having some issues with the stream itself. We're getting numbers instead of names and had to switch up really quickly. Atlanta is going to try and answer here, but they give it up easily to A. Vols. Batista has the ball now, trying to play a through ball. It's going to be handled pretty easily there by Foot King. Plays it out wide to Gasman. Goatless works it up to McKinio. He's got some space out here. If he can get the ball off, not going to happen. Now it's covered. Very good pressure there by AC Milan. Now they've got some numbers against this back three. Not quite doing there. See if Atlanta can divert back to that game we were talking about where they're holding the ball a little bit more and taking that pressure off of them.
And watch for the Atlanta fullbacks to get very high. Part of the 4-3-3 that Exile likes to run, and what he preaches all the time, is to have the fullbacks get high into the attack, and the onus is on Will to cover the position. It almost turns into a 3-back
so I don't need to change anything at half.
Yeah. Interesting to see how this game develops, especially now with AC Milan getting the early goal as opposed to Atlanta, which we said that would help them get back into a shell a little bit. But now they might have to stretch themselves. It's still very early, but...
That is a free kick.
Oof.
Give it to Buddy.
Free kick just outside the box here. Let's see if AC Milan's able to do something with it. Never really threatened the keeper there. Nice deflection.
It's like a back three.
This is something Atlanta is very good at, is defending set pieces. They've only allowed 1 goal on a set piece since the preseason cup.
I mean, if you can do that, then you have a good chance of winning, because I think we see a lot of goals in this league come from set pieces or corners, either one really. Oh, we might have a little break here for AC Milan. He's got Batista up front, struggling with the ball.
Well done, well. Foot King as well. That's the defense to the rescue again, bailing the keeper out.
Atlanta's struggling to keep possession here.
I would expect to see Goatless become more part of this game. If Atlanta's going to have any success here, Goatless needs to be with his foot on the ball and be able to dictate the pace of play. They don't have a dedicated attacking midfielder, as in a 3-5-2. So what they have to do is one of the central midfielders needs to take up that role, and the most likely candidate is typically Goatless.
Vols is getting unlucky with the touches.
Hasn't seen too much of the ball yet. See if they try and work him in a little bit more.
And it's the combined effort of Fnatic and Dorsey that are just absolutely shutting down this Atlanta midfield. They're finding it so difficult to find gaps in between. And that front three of Atlanta is just absolutely parched for support at the moment.
Yeah, you see them when they get the ball, it's out on the wing, pretty isolated, and then they still have press on them. And you see AC Milan winning the ball back very quickly once Atlanta gets it, which is completely opposite of how Atlanta likes to play. So you could see them be put under a lot of pressure right now until they get some form about them.
And it's not like Atlanta haven't been down before. They've been down plenty of times, and they've been able to find the quality within their team to come back. So this
Yeah.
game definitely isn't over, and it's
Yeah,
definitely not
he
going
hits
to
him track
result in
really
a
high and
second or
sort
third
of
goal
avoid
for
the drag
AC
kick
Milan.
block.
It's simply just a matter of, okay, can Atlanta really turn on the Jets and get going forward?
Right. They've got a solid back line to kind of hold them over until they're able to figure something out up front, but it's just nothing doing. Once Atlanta gets the ball, they try to get it up, and AC Milan wins it right back, and you see that press coming. Foot King sends it out wide.
It's just a matter of getting out of the half right here. AC Milan have been so commanding of this entire half. Exile and his boys are going to look to regroup here.
Yeah, you're going to need a good halftime speech here to get the boys rallying. See if they can get something here. The last play, most likely. They got back post open. They have the middle open. They have that striker running free there. Oh, nice deflection. Well blocked. And that'll take us to halftime. 1-0 AC Milan. Now, I think those statistics are a little surprising. It says Atlanta with 54%. Most of that half, we were seeing the ball in Atlanta's half. Perhaps quality over quantity.
It's a lot of Atlanta's possession so far has been empty possession. They're struggling to get up the field. The defensive midfield for AC Milan has just been on their game, just not allowing any through ball through.
Right, and it's been tough sledding. You see Dorsey and Fnatic, like you were saying earlier in this half, just kind of controlling that midfield, not giving Atlanta's front three really any opportunity.
And you could also say that neither team has really played their style of game. I mean, AC Milan's game is a very expansive, open attacking play, and Atlanta hasn't allowed them to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, AC Milan, they just cannot. Atlanta cannot figure out how to just get the ball into the opposition half.
See if they were able to work something off this set piece. Ooh, had an option there, but it was deflected well and cleared out by AC Milan. Atlanta tries to play the ball back in. Fortunate there on the bounce. Tries to play it through. Nothing doing. It's got not too many options. Trying to see who you'd find in there. And there's really, AC Milan is doing a really good job of locking down their man, not giving any free runners. Really no option there out wide.
And this is where you might see the fullbacks of Atlanta come into play, because they're going to look to overload that wing and really exploit the wide mids. If they commit forward, look for Atlanta to counter extremely quickly down the wing.
Right, and that's going to be a great opportunities for those outside wings to really attack it when those mids get up front. Let's see if they're able to put something together here. They got 5 up front, 6 now joining the attack. Slowed it down and perhaps a little too long, because now we're seeing AC Milan very behind the ball now. Got a lot of space out here. Let's see if they're able to work something back in. A little slow to get any sort of rhythm, but yellow, the shot out the front post, it's in. Well done.
There's the breakthrough for Atlanta. It honestly wouldn't surprise me to see them go for the draw here. They know that this AC Milan attack has shut them, or this defense has shut them down the whole game, and they know if they get too expansive, it could cost them.
Right.
I almost wonder if they sit back and if they can get a clear-cut opportunity, then they're going to go for it. But any sort of overly expansive play might be off the books here.
Yeah, Friolud with a nice goal there to add to his tally. Now 5 goals on the season, plus whatever he did in the earlier games tonight. Atlanta able to answer. Now 1-1 with 30 minutes to play. See if AC Milan sets up anything on the here. It looks like they're going top box for the big guy, but Foot King's able to muscle him off. Dorsey plays it back to Beast, and then they're just going to settle it back here with AC Milan, trying to contain the ball just a little bit so they can get reset. Avol's working it through the middle to Louis, bro. But then is easily turned over. A little sloppy there on the touch, and Atlanta's able to get the ball right back.
And because it's really hard to pass up the importance of Will in the defensive midfield for Atlanta. That's just unlucky right there. But the defensive midfield area is extremely important for the 4-3-3 of Atlanta because he has so many commitments distributing the ball, but also as many defensive commitments as Atlanta's getting going forward here again.
Yeah, it looks like they're slowing it down just a little bit to get some numbers up here, try to find someone. Again, AC Milan doing very good marking. Finding Will up top box, finds Schmurder Polo with a nice shot off the top of the net.
For real, these past 2 games of holding the ball have been complete shit.
It's a well done effort there. Bounced right off the top of the net. It was dipping hard, just not enough.
And after that goal, we've seen maybe a momentum shift here. Atlanta has really found their game and knows, all right, this is how we're going to pick apart AC Milan.
Yeah, it's a completely different story here in the second half. AC Milan was pretty much dominating the first half. Now Atlanta's kind of taking it to them a little bit, slowing down their attack just a tad, but able to find the right passes here. Another opportunity. Defender pushes him off the ball just enough. Now they're going to try and work it back in. They got some space here. Frio to sit in the middle, calling for it, but he can't quite get it to him. Frio just stands right in that middle and sheds in between tacklers to try and present himself, and he does a good job of getting himself open. That's how he got his first goal. I'm playing back post, but that's handled easily. AC Milan maybe looking to counter now. He's on sides if he can throw it. Oh, I don't know if you saw he was on sides. You got Pink back there, was playing a very deep line. He could have played him through and would have been off and running. Just wasn't quite there for them. Seeing Atlanta again slow down the ball, really take possession, enjoying just taking their time and picking out passes, trying to pick this AC Milan defense apart off the post.
Yeah, we are selling.
Oof. Hope that wasn't Dorsey saying they're selling. Watch out.
That's something we don't talk about.
I don't know if he knows his audio is being included, but we'll find out in a little bit. AC Milan now with the ball. Finally, the first opportunity, but Atlanta is able to clear that out. They got a man out wide with a lot of space there. Plays it down the line. He's on sides. Plays it back post. Wide open. Khan with the save.
When the defense fails, Khan is there to save the day.
Great positioning. Had the near post marked all the way. Needed to go back post. Wasn't quite the angle to make that happen, but still a very good play by AC Milan. It's like Blues hanging out of bounds. That's unlucky. That's just going to roll out for a goal kick.
Yeah, it's just a buzzkill over the top there. He's just super unlucky not to find it.
Definitely exploiting these wings, like you said, that they needed to do. They've been doing it more often and then doing a good job of working it back in, that Atlanta, that is. Frio with an opportunity here, tries, is just wide. It'd be a goal kick.
One of the fielders is the AC line, dude. They understand they need to get forward, but they also need to understand they're getting asked. Uh-oh. Don't cough up at the goalkeeper there. But they also need to understand that they have a defensive duty, and that's a tactical prowess, too.
Sounds like your voice is going a little bit in and out, having a little bit of connection issues there. AC Milan looking like they'll have the last chance here. Can't really see the set play. Atlanta going with the pause strategy. See what they set up here. Not sure that was allowed. I'm pretty sure they made a comment about that, but see later. Got someone close. See if they can be able to play that back post. Got a man running, tries to play it back in. Oh, nothing doing there. It was close. Peanut with the ball, last opportunity here, plays it back post. Exile with a nice clearance. A1 gets the ball, and that's going to do it.
Honestly, boys, we're just really lucky to not lose that match. We are really lucky to not lose that fucking match.
Well,
No,
that's
I know
a
they had a lot of chances.
very fortunate ending. Perhaps unfortunate if you are
We gotta hold on. to the
AC
ball.
or Atlanta. They pretty much dominated that second half. Just weren't able to
Yeah.
put in the second goal. 1-1.
Good shit. I gotta go to work. I got
I,
stats.
I definitely feel as though Atlanta is going to be the team more hard done up by the result than AC Milan. They
I was about to say,
really
I don't know if you
rolled
can
the
get 11
second
on
half,
in the
even
morning,
though
but
starting
I
out
had the
slow in
ability
the
to
first
get
half.
11 on in
And
the morning.
even while controlling the first 10 minutes of the game, they found it difficult to move through the AC Milan midfield. But they figured out a way to break down the attack, and it was through the wings. It was through those overlapping fullbacks, and the 4-3-3 really paying off.
Yeah, and we're very fortunate with that wide open header that Khan was able to bail him out there. But they did attack those wings a little bit more in that second half. We're able to get that equalizer. Not quite able to get the second one to go ahead, but I think both teams, had their halves. AC Milan easily could have scored 2 or 3 in that first half. Didn't quite get that final touch in. Atlanta probably could have scored, again, 2 or 3 in that second half, but it all came down to the finishing on that one. Just wasn't quite there tonight, but still a good game to watch. 1-1 ends up.
And I think both teams will be upset that they didn't take their chances when they did, but again, it came down to the defense of both sides, particularly Atlanta's. I would say if either team had a higher quality of the chances, it would have been AC Milan in the back four, and as you mentioned previously, Khan really allowing Atlanta to stay in this one.
Yeah, I think without the stellar play of that defense and Khan and net, I think this would have been a much different story. AC Milan oftentimes got stopped by the last man back for the defense. There is quite a bit of talk in the chat about the pause strategy. I'm not sure if that was the captain or not, and I'm pretty sure there's been discussions about that being a default already. I don't know for sure. It'd be very unfortunate if this 1-1 draw ended up a default loss. But that's something to see. Let's see if we can get anyone in for an interview. Had a fair amount of people saying they wanted to be in, but not sure if I can get anyone in. Let's see. Doesn't look like anyone's going to be joining us tonight. Any final thoughts, Scarata? Can you hear me? All right. Well, that is going to do it for us tonight. I appreciate everyone coming in watching the PCN Marquee matchup, tonight's edition of AC Milan versus Atlanta. If you didn't get the chance to catch the whole thing, ended up in a 1-1 draw. Both teams probably could have scored 2 or 3, but wasn't quite there in the finishing last pass tonight. See if what happens going forward. With that being said, we will see you everyone on Sunday, or on Wednesday. I'm sorry. We will have another marquee matchup on Wednesday. Be sure to tune in and stay safe until then. Take care.
Hi, my name is Charles Appellis, and I am responsible for cleanroom sales